Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field. Field is looking absolutely gorgeous. Rich Avery, the guy in charge, has done a great job getting this field in playing shape. It's all turf, but still, with the snow and the slush the other day, it was a difficult time. It's Lynn English taking on Somerville in a Greater Boston League matchup. I'm still struggling to say Greater Boston League, but English has now been in it. I think this is might be the fourth year they're in the GBL, third year anyway. For English, we'll go around the substitutions. Out in left field is Julian Rodriguez. Swing around to center field. That's Elijah Wallace just making the catch. Out in right field is Gamaliel Calderon. As we come into the infield, taking the throws at first base is Gilbert Galva. Over by the second base bag is the second baseman, Bryant Santana. The shortstop, just fielding the ground ball, Henry Manzanillo. Over at third base is Javier Benzin. Doing the catching is Kyle Furlong. And on the mound is Goma Galva. Somerville is not using a DH. Lynn English is. Jordan Hernandez is DHing for the second baseman, Santana. And I still can't get used to English being in black uniforms. They're black and white. Used to be red and gray. When I got here, I said I thought I was doing the English games. Then I realized I was. They just have new uniforms. So we're set to go. Robert Larkin, the center fielder, hitting from the left side. As Galva will throw the first pitch, and it's high for a ball. Esteban Paula, former outstanding athlete at English, has been coaching English for a while. Very good player, and he does a very nice job at English. Missing high for ball two. That one's in for a strike. Manning Field going strong as usual. Lacrosse. It's got to be either the Lynn Jets or St. Mary's playing over there. As Larkin swings and misses and evens the count at 2. Just hung high, and the count goes 4. Just hung high. English thought they had a strikeout. Larkin draws a base on balls. As a close pitch. Ian Bourne, the first baseman. He's one of two. Ian Bourne, the first baseman. Colin Bourne is the pitcher for Somerville. The runner takes off in easily with a stolen base. So one batter. Somerville has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Ian Bourne is the first baseman for Somerville. Swing and a miss. Galva has gone the way of a lot of the pitchers, especially in high school, pitching from the stretch. Everything used to be full windup. And now people feel more comfortable pitching from the stretch. In for a strike. Up and away for a ball. 2-2 the count. hit the second base. It won't be a sacrifice, but it works the same. It moves Larkin over to third base. So Somerville 90 feet away from getting the lead here in the top of the first. We have our first right-handed batter, Tucker Caley. I'll say it both ways. The third baseman is the hitter. And that goes to the backstop. That's a pass ball. That went right through the catcher. So the walk hurt as Larkin comes around to score the first run of the ball game. Galley is probably saying, should have stayed there, cost me an RBI. Hit to short. Manzanillo with the strong throw over to Galva. Two-way for Preston Adelino, the shortstop. Bounces outside for a ball. The eclipse caused all kinds of problems with scheduling. Swing and a miss. Everett was supposed to play classical and girls softball today. Everett said, we don't want to play during the eclipse, so they moved the game to tomorrow. This game was supposed to be 4 o'clock. They changed it to 5 o'clock because of the eclipse. St. Mary's softball was playing at 4. They moved it to 4:30 because of the eclipse. Didn't miss by much. Just got a piece off the top of the bat and fouled it away. Payoff pitch is up and coming. Hit to third. Betwixt and between, do I sit back and get a big hop? Do I go play it and go get it, get the off hop? They tried to play the off hop and missed it. Adelino will reach on the error and extend the inning. I think if Benson lays back, he gets a big hop for an easy play. But he charged and couldn't come up with it at his shoe tops. The runner takes off. Easy stolen base again. They're 2 for 2. Furlong was about ready to throw the ball. There was nobody at the bag covering. Hit foul. Two outs to run in for Somerville here with a runner at second. And Galva steps off, trying to hold the runner close at second. The runner takes off. Safe. The baseman was up a couple of steps up the line, had to reach back and couldn't make the play. So they're 3 for 3 in stolen bases. And they're 90 feet away from taking a 2-0 lead. Nice stop by Furlong, the catcher. Tough pitch to take. Just missed outside. And the count is full. And that's ball 4. Second walk in the inning. And we can expect Collinborn, who's the pitcher at first base, unless they don't want their pitcher running, he'll probably go to second. They've been running as soon as they get there. Graham Ross, the catcher, is the hitter. Down and away for a ball. The runner goes. They don't bother throwing. So 4 for 4 in stolen bases. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. Somerville's brought a smattering of fans. Eight to be exact. English has brought 6. Down and in, nice stop by Furlong. And you assume everybody, if they weren't traveling to follow the eclipse, they're probably staying home to watch it on television. Swing and a miss, so they get out of it. 2 walks, 4 stolen bases, and an error. And they hold Somerville to 1 run. So Colin Bourne taking the mound for Somerville before he throws a pitch as a 1-0 lead. For English, it'll be Gilmar Galva, the pitcher, leading off. The DH, Jordan Hernandez, hitting for the second baseman. Bryant Santana will hit second. Playing short and batting third, Kenry Manzanillo. In a cleanup spot is the right fielder, Gamaliel Calderon. The first baseman, Gilbert Galva, will hit number 5. Batting sixth and playing third base, Jareel Benson. The center fielder, Elijah Wallace, will hit number 7. Julian Rodriguez will hit 8th and play left field and bring up the tail end of the batting order. Batting 9th and catching is Kyle Furlong. So Somerville has given Colin Bourne a 1-0 lead before he throws a pitch. First game of the season for Lynn English as we start 2024. We've had a couple of games on here on TV 15. We'll start to get a new schedule on after showing a lot of basketball and going back and showing some soccer footage and football footage, trying to fill the gap. Now we'll get back with a new season starting. English is trying to make it 3 out of 4 for the Lynn teams here at Fraser Field. Lynn Tech, St. Mary's have won their first game. Lynn Glasgow, very young Lynn Glasgow team. They got a load of freshmen on Leon Elwell's first year coaching. they played a very good Linfield team. They played them tough for 5 innings, 1-1. Linfield had 2 big innings in the 6th and 7th and defeated Glasgow in their opener. So as I mentioned, English is trying to make it 3 out of 4. A much better day. We were here Saturday for Glasgow and Linfield, and it was brutal. It was like 40 degrees, but it was colder than that because the wind was blowing. The flag almost blew off the flagpole out in right center field. It was bitterly cold. Today the temperatures are close to 60, certainly in the high 50s, so a lot more comfortable. Gilmore Galva, the pitcher, leading off. And Colin Bourne pitches from the stretch as well, as we mentioned that before. High for a ball. That noise you're hearing is not from the fans in the stands. There aren't that many of them. It's coming from the English dugout. Swing and a miss. We mentioned first game for English. Somerville's already played a game. They beat Malden, so they're 1-0. So they shook the cobwebs. Missing for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch, up and coming. In for a strike. 2-2 the count. Hit in the air. Off to the right side. Long run for the right field. He gives way to the center field. They both had to go a long way in right center field. But it's the center fielder Locken making the play. So 1 up, 1 down for Jordan Hernandez, DHing for the second baseman, Bryant Santana. On the inside corner. Just broke a little late, but caught the inside corner. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. He tried to check his swing, follow through, and he struck out. So 2 up, 2 down. And we'll bring up Henry Manzanillo, the shortstop. Coach Paul has got a couple of players from last year when he made the state tournament, but a lot of new faces. Somebody dug out yelling, that's a block. And if it is, so what? There's nobody on base. Softball, it would be a ball if it's a illegal pitch. Hit high in the air. Long run for everybody. They're not going to get there. It's going to be up in the seats up on top of the Somerville dugout. Pitcher Bourne, the first baseman Bourne. I don't know if they're twins because I don't have what year they're in, whether they're sophomores, juniors, seniors. But with a name like Bourne, they certainly have to be brothers. They were both chasing it. That just missed. It broke late. Just missed the inside corner. Good pitch by Colin Bourne. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch, was up and away. Popped up. And gonna make it up in the seats. Just off the backstop behind home plate. So Manziel will get to look at another pitch. Well, it takes a little bit of time. Manzanilla just saw his life pass in front of him. That was right at his head. At the last minute, he just hit the deck, got out of the way. And the payoff pitch is up and coming. Didn't want to take one for the team there. Solid short foul. Get out in front. Too far out in front. Pulled it well foul past third. So we'll do it again. I thought that was ball 4, but now it's full count. Scoreboard's not working. We're trying to keep track of everything. So now it'll be the payoff pitch up and coming. Strike 3 call. He took it, walking to first base. The umpire rung him up. So back-to-back strikeouts for Bourne. He has a 1-2-3 inning. So we're going to wait to go, but Somerville wins the first inning. They get a run. English is shut down. We played 1 in this Greater Boston League battle. Somerville 1. English nothing going into the second inning. 7, 8, and 9 for Somerville as we start the second inning. Max Barish, the left fielder. Bats left, throws left. Campbell will start his second inning. High for a ball. A walk cost him in the first inning. Walking the leadoff hitter. And he falls behind 2-0 here in the second. That one's in for a strike. Hit the second base. Bobble momentarily, and the throw is off the line. So Barris reaches on the error. It went off the second baseman. It looked like he still had time to throw it, but he tried to hustle the throw, thinking he didn't have that much time. And it drew Galva off the bag. That's the other Galva. Gilbert Galva was at first. Gilman Galva was on the mound. They throw over trying to keep the runner close because they've stolen every time they get on base. And they got another stolen base. So the second inning starts like the first inning. Leadoff hitter getting on, this time by error. Stealing second. That's their fifth stolen base. And there's no outs in the second inning. Off the catcher's glove, not far enough for Barris to go anywhere at second. In for a strike. Galva again trying to keep the runner close. Just stepping off. There was nobody to throw it to. Hit foul off to the right side. Down in that grassy knoll behind first base. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, had some mustard on it. Second strikeout for Galva. Tommy Griffin, the second baseman, will be the hitter. A few more English fans have shown up. The runner takes off for third. And he don't throw. So again, Somerville just, we get on, we run. Nice stop by Furlong, the catcher. Somerville, the runner 90 feet away from making it 2-0. Inside and tight. Top of the order. Robert Larkin, the center fielder, on deck for Somerville. Good pitch on the corner for a strike. hit the shot. They only have one play. Now they don't have any because they bobble the ball. So 2 errors in the inning are going to cost English. The run was going to score anyway. So Griffin will get an RBI because they had no play. The runner was scoring easily. So if he feels it and throws the runner out at first, he gets the RBI. Again, they throw over. Probably automatic that Somerville will be running. The error, 2 stolen bases, and an error have increased the lead to 2-0. And he throw over again. Griffin diving back. Again, the field looks absolutely gorgeous. When you consider we had the snow and the slush and the terrible weather, they did a great job. The runner takes off. No chance. So they had 4 stolen bases in the first inning. That's their 3rd in the second inning. And they've run themselves into a 2-0 lead. Missing low and in for a ball. Robert Larkin, the hitter, the center fielder, led off the game with a walk and scored the first run. Stole second, went to third on a ground ball and scored on a pass ball. Chop foul at home plate. In on the hands. Inside again for a ball. Hit the second base. And they throw it away at first. English being very gracious hosts. It's now 3-0. It brings a visit from the dugout. Somerville doesn't have a hit yet. It's a shame they get 2 runs. They haven't got a hit. They get 2 errors. Same as around a strikeout. But stolen bases have put them in scoring position, and they're scoring on, this time on the error. So 2 runs this inning, both have scored on errors. And Ian Bowen, the first baseman. Bats left, throws left. In for a strike. Bowen grounded out second to first. That moved the runner over to third, and he scored on a pass ball to get Somerville their 1-0 lead. Line shot in the right field. That's the first hit of the game. And they throw the ball away into center field. And the runner is going to score. Horn gets a base hit and an RBI. They cut the throw off. He was a dead duck going to second base, and they threw the ball into right center field. Third error in the inning. And all 4 base runners have scored. An error, a strikeout, an error, an error. Finally, the first hit of the game, followed by another error. And that was a major league error. First baseman throwing the ball to second and trying to get the runner going in. He would have been a dead duck. They threw it sky high. If you put Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain on top of each other, they couldn't have caught that ball. Hit a mile up in the air. Galva, the first baseman, falling down over his shoulder, made the catch. That was exciting. He was waiting for it at the last second. He had to reach over his shoulder, and when he reached, he fell down but made the catch. And there's 2 outs here in the second inning. Preston Adelino hits it foul to the English dugout. High for a ball. So Somerville's got 1 base hit, and they've got 5 runs. Missing wide for a ball. Hit in the center field for a base hit. Adelino's 2-out hit extends the second inning. He'll bring up Colin Bourne, the pitcher, who drew a walk his one time. And there goes the runner. And there goes another stolen base. Eight stolen bases. Adelino in second. He got 2 in the first inning. He stole second and stole third. Nice stop by Furlong on a pitch in the turf. Stepping away from that pitch, he was backing towards the English dugout and swung at that, chopped it foul. Couple of feet down the third baseline. Hits it in the air again. not stepping towards the pitcher, backing away. Fouled it off. Struck out, they'll throw him out at first. Again, backing away, trying to reach a pitch that was outside, didn't come close. So they finally get out of the inning. Somerville sends 8 to the plate. They got 2 base hits. Four errors in the inning. And Somerville puts 4 on the board, and Colin Bourne, the pitcher, says thank you very much. As he had a 1-0 lead before he threw a pitch. Now he's got a 5-0 lead before he throws a pitch in the second inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Bulldogs. Gambelia Calderon, the right fielder. Gilbert Galva, the first baseman. Jariel Benzin, the third baseman. They'll be the 3 hitters for English, who now has put themselves in, and they put themselves in a 5-0 hole because they've given everything up. With errors galore. 5 errors in 2 innings. Calderon, the right fielder, bats left, throws right. Seen outside for a ball. Warm-up action in the English bullpen. Not really Galva's fault. Galva is not the problem. Lower for a ball. Someone English with 5 errors. Somerville has a ton of stolen bases. Swing and a miss. 8 stolen bases, 4 in each inning for Somerville. Ball got loose from the bullpen. That was the reason for the pause. Breaks down and in for a ball. Slices it the other way. Foul ball. Just hooked outside. almost got it inside the foul line. It hung all the way down at the last minute. It just skipped out. Long run for the left fielder, Barish. Call, third strike. I think he knew it too. That's 3 in a row. 2 to end the first inning, 1 to start the second inning. And Gilbert Galva, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Hit it right on the nose, looked like it was going into left field, and the shortstop Adelino took a couple of steps to his right and picked it. So Galva has a hit taken away on a very nice defensive play by Adelino, the shortstop. And there's 2 up and 2 down. Very nice play by Adelino, going a couple of steps to his right, just reached up over the shoulder and picked it, took a hit away. So everything going Somerville's way right now. Jareel Benzin, the third baseman. Again, Bourne takes quite a bit of time. Wide for a ball. Up and away for a ball. That one skips to the backstop. Swing and a miss. He got his money's worth on that swing and swung right through it. And he swings through it again. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. For Bourne of Somerville, he's finished 2 innings. He's retired 6 in a row, 4 of them by strikeouts. English on the other side have given up 8 stolen bases, 8 errors, and they put themselves in a 5-0 hole. It's Somerville 5, English nothing at the end of 2. We'll start the third inning. It will be Andres Figueroa, the new pitcher. I don't know. I don't think he's in for Galva. They didn't give us the change. We'll have to find out when they hit. Hit in the air to right field. Long run for the right fielder. It winds up a foul ball. The catcher, Graham Ross, hit that a long way. Calderon on the right field was way off the line for a right-hand hitter. Had a long run and it just hooked foul. So Figueroa will be the new pitcher. So Galva goes 2, gives up 5. They were all unearned. Two base hits, struck out 3, walked 2. Hit to third. Nice play by Benson, the third baseman. And for the first time in 3 innings, Somerville does not have the leadoff runner on base. In for a strike. Max Parrish, the left fielder, reached on an error and scored a run. Swing and a miss. Way up and away, goes to the backstop. They throw it away. Galva, the first baseman, went a little too far. He probably should have let it go to the second baseman. And on the run, tried to hit Figueroa coming from the mound on the fly. Threw it by him. So another error. Six errors in the game for English. High for a ball. The runner takes off to go to third. They throw Brown out at first for the second out. Parrish was on the move. He winds up at third. Tommy Griffin reached on an error and got an RBI because the runner from third was going to score anyway if they threw him out. But he reached on the error and then scored a run in that big 4-run inning for Somerville. High for a ball. Looks like Parrish might be trying to steal home. He was way off the bag, floating around. In for a strike. Griffin is the second baseman for the Highlanders. Swung right through that one. Chased the high pitch and didn't come close. Wide for a ball. Parrish is coming halfway down the line on the pitch. They've been running all over the place. The only base they haven't stole is home. Hit in the air. Long run. They're going to run out of real estate. It's going to be up in the seats behind the Somerville dugout. Strike 3 call. Good pitch. So they make another error, but they keep Somerville off the board. They got a runner as far as third. Figueroa gets his first strikeout of the season. Somerville is finally eliminated in an inning without scoring a run. Although, as I mentioned, you'd get a runner as far as third. And for English, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the bottom of the third inning. And got to kick in some offense. Bourne on the mound for Somerville has retired 6 in a row. 4 of them by strikeouts. 2 called, 2 swinging. So Elijah Wallace, Julian Rodriguez, Kyle Furlong, the 3 hitters for English. Here in the bottom of the third. GBL action. St. Mary's will be coming in, taking on Fenwick. Their next game, arch rivals. They're going to go back to being Thanksgiving rivals. But this is GBL action. English taking on Somerville. English no longer makes those short trips to Swampscott, Salem, Peabody, Marblehead. They have to go to Somerville, Medford, Malden, Chelsea, Everett. Difficult trips during the day, during all the traffic. In for a strike. Wallace is the center fielder for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Low for a ball. Gets it foul to the backstop and stays alive. It's Andres Figueroa, the pitcher, on deck. So it's Julian Rodriguez, the left fielder, who came out of the game. Swing and a miss, another strikeout. Seven outs, five of them strikeouts. So Figueroa is now, since he came into pitch, he's now hitting in the left fielder Rodriguez's spot. I still have to figure out where Galva went. I don't know if Galva went to left field. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Hit foul, back out of play. Pitcher Ross had a problem with, I don't know if it's the mask or the glove, making a couple of adjustments. It was the mask. Hey, Titan gets it back, and we're back to baseball. Hit high in the air to deep center field, scooting back and making the one-handed catch. His lock, and he had him run a long way. Figueroa hit that a ton. Two outs now in the third. Kyle Furlong, the catcher, will be the hitter. Hit the second base. Another 1-2-3 inning. 9 in a row retired by Bourne, the pitcher. English is down in the third, and Somerville still holding on to that 5-0 lead as we start the fourth inning. We figured out the defense. Galva, the pitcher, went to center field, and the center fielder, Wallace, went to left field because Figueroa came in, and in the batting order, he replaced the left fielder, Rodriguez. So we finally got that straightened out. Somerville will have the top of the order up. Slice to left center field. Long run, nice play. Wallace, I just mentioned he went in to play left field. He was the center fielder. Larkin hit that a long way. And Wallace made a nice defensive play, tracking that down. Stretching out with that left hand, picking it off. Nice job. They got Larkin for the first time. He walked and reached on an error and scored 2 runs in his first 2 at-bats. And for the second inning in a row, English gets the leadoff hitter out. Low again. Ian Bourne, the first baseman, grounded to second, lined the first base hit of the game into right field, knocking in a run. And when he took the turn with the throw coming home, going to second base, first baseman picked it, cut it off, and threw it into right center field. And he came all the way around to score on the error. He knocked in the third run and scored the fourth run of that second inning when Somerville put a lot of daylight between them and the Bulldogs. Yeah, that's ball 4. Tucker Cali, the third baseman, grounded a short, popped to first. And here goes Somerville running again. Automatic. We hope you're with us at the very start of the game, because before the game started, we gave you a shot of something I haven't seen ever here at Fraser, and I haven't seen in a very long time, a blimp flying over from left field, going to right field. I don't know if it was going to the Beverly Airport or where it was going. There goes the runner. Got a good pitch to run on. $11 stolen bases by Somerville. As the sun comes bright, we haven't seen the sun in a long time. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good pitch. Two away. Preston Adelino reached on error and singled. Bounced it up the middle in the center field. He's up for the first time against Figueroa. Somerville, boy, they like to run. Bourne, the first baseman. The same as Barish the last inning, halfway down the line. Hit to short. Nice pick at first base by Galva. Nice throw by the shortstop, Manzanillo. So for the second inning in a row, they shut Somerville out, although Somerville got another runner at third base. We're halfway through the ball game. We'll move into the bottom half of the fourth. And Somerville holding on to a 5-0 lead. All 5 runs unearned. English looking for their first base runner. Bourne on the mound has retired 9 in a row. Five of them by strikeouts. 2 apiece in the first 2 innings, 1 in the third inning. And it will be the top of the order. Gilmer Galva, Jordan Hernandez, Henry Manzanillo. 1, 2, 3. To face Bourne, starting his 4th inning of work. It's chilled a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday and, or I should say Saturday and Friday. St. Mary's was here Friday. Classical was here Saturday. Both days were very frigid. I was wearing gloves for a baseball game here in the press box, and my hands were still freezing. Yesterday, in the Glasgow game, it was cold. Galva hit it well, but flied out to the center fielder, who made a nice running catch. It back in the first inning. Foul ball. I don't know if it hit Galva because the umpire right away, the ball was down. Right away he said foul ball, so I don't know if it touched Galva in the batter's box. Again, Bourne takes his time. Tries to bunt again. Pops it up on top of the English dugout into the seats. Reaches for that and pops it foul. The delay again with the catcher, Ross, having a problem with the equipment again. I don't know if it's his equipment or his hair. He's got hair down to his shoulders. Swing and a miss. Chased the pitch up and in. Swung right through it. 6 strikeouts for Bourne. Jordan Hernandez struck out swinging his one trip. Bourne very deliberate. He's not worried about a shot clock. Bounced that one in. Down the way for a ball. Nice stop by Ross. Going to his right. Fans hanging around as it gets cooler as that sun goes away. Flag is starting to move a little bit in right center field. That one goes to the backstop. First part of April has not been friendly weather-wise, that's for sure. Started out great today, up in the 60s. And it was nice to see people walking around in t-shirts and shorts. And that quickly went by way of the weatherman. Probably back in the 40s now. Yeah, that's ball 4. And that's the first base runner. The walk drawn by Hernandez gives English their first base runner. Henry Manzanillo was called out on strikes. English decides they're going to run too. They haven't had as many chances as Somerville's had. So nobody's been thrown out stealing yet. High for a ball. In for a strike. Hernandez is the first runner to reach second. He's the only base runner to reach for English through a walk. Bourne had retired 10 in a row to start the game. 6 of them by strikeout. Tried to hold up. That pitch was way outside. When he finally realized he couldn't hold up, swung through it for a strikeout. Number 7 for Bourne. And Camille Calderon, the right fielder, will be the hitter. And here we go again with Ross trying to fix his mask. He might have fixed it while he was in the dugout between innings. Oh, you think somebody would try to fix it between innings? They may have to buy a new one. Maybe you can borrow English's. He's had all kinds of problems. So we're going to run the first inning. A walk, a stolen base, a ground ball, and a pass ball. But then the second inning, an error, a strikeout, an error, an RBI single, and that when they threw the ball into right field, the hit of the singles came around to score. 4 errors, 8 errors in the first 2 innings, 4 unearned runs, 5 unearned runs all told. And we've had all kinds of stoppages for Ross trying to fix his helmet, his face mask. He's not getting any help from anybody. I guess he says he's ready. We'll get back to baseball. Calderon will step in with Hernandez at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. High for a ball. He almost threw it away at second base. Adelino, the shortstop, had to go high in the air to get that throw from Bourne. I don't know why they're worried about the runner at second with a 5-0 lead and 2 outs. Again, Bourne taking time. Missing wide for a ball. Missing for a ball. Again, very deliberate by Bourne. Missing for ball 4. So both first 2 runners for English reaching on bases on balls, and that brings a trip out to the mound. Gilbert Galva, the first baseman, looked like he had a base hit. He hit a shot going into left field. Adelino, the shortstop, took a step or 2 to his right and speared it for the out, taking a hit away. That's the closest they've come to a hit. Down and away for a ball. Nice stop. Ross had to go way to his right to pick that one. And it has really cooled off. Missing inside for a ball. Fishing again. In for a strike. Calvert taking all the way. Jariel bends in on deck, hoping he gets a shot with men on base. In for a strike again. They may have to turn the lights on here shortly. The payoff pitch, the runners are going. This is outside. All of a sudden, a rally, the bases are loaded. It's not often you take a pitcher out when he's pitching a no-hitter. But that's going to be it for Bourne. Danny Griffin will be the new pitcher. Bourne had retired coming into this inning, with the strikeout leading off the inning. He had retired 10 in a row. He walked a batter, struck out a batter, then walked the next two hitters. So he's walked the bases loaded, and those are the only 3 runners he's given up. So he goes 3 2/3. Gives up no hits, walks 2, strikes out 7. Normally under those conditions he'd still be in the game, but he's walked 3 in this inning. And he's given English a little bit of a life. And Danny Griffin will be the new pitcher. Comes in. He only has to get 1 out, but he comes in with the bases loaded. So here we go. Jariel Benson. Jariel Benson, the third baseman. He struck out swinging. He'll be the first hitter that Griffin faces. Missing for a ball. Missing again, 2-0. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. Hit foul to the backstop. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 on for English here in the bottom of the 4th. Took a long look at that one. That did not miss by much. That was a tough pitch to take. And the count goes full. The base runners will be off and running. Solid shot to right field. Going back to right fielder. All the way to the fence. First hit for English is a shot off the fence by Benson. With everybody running, they score 3. So with their first hit of the game, they cut the deficit to 5-3. Elijah Wallace struck out swinging. A shot and a half by Benson over the right fielder's head, off the fence. With the count 3-2, everybody running, they easily scored. So a 3-run double. In for a strike. Those runs will be charged to Bourne. Off-speed curveball dropped in. Nice pitch by Griffin. Call, 3rd strike. Good pitch by Griffin on the corner. Well, thanks to Somerville, English was a gracious host, giving Somerville 5 in the first 2 innings. Somerville, being a very receptive guest, gives 3 back in the 4th with three walks and the big hit by Benson. We played 4 in this Greater Boston League battle. It's now 5-3, Somerville over English. This is Colin Bourne leading off. I don't know where he went to play. He was the pitcher. So wait when they bat around to see who replaced. Because Griffin is the new pitcher. They didn't have a DH. The lights are on over at Manning Field for the lacrosse. They haven't turned the lights on here yet. And I think I see the gentleman coming. I think he's on his way now to go turn the lights on. We didn't think we'd need him. A while ago with the sun out nice and bright. A little bit of a late start. Everybody moving around because of the eclipse. This game, instead of 4, starting at 5. Foul tip held on to by Furlong. Bourne walked and struck out and was thrown out by the catcher. Call, 3rd strike. Good pitch by Figueroa. Graham Ross, the catcher, having all that trouble with his mask behind home plate. He is struck out and grounded to 3rd. Off-speed pitch breaks down and away. Hit in the air. Calvo was there to make the play. And the right fielder, Calderon, stepped in front of him and made the play. Ross hit that a long way to right center field. Calderon was cut right in front of Galber and reached up and made the catch. Max Barish, left fielder, bats left, throws left. He reached on error and scored. Reached on error and made it as far as third base. He's been involved in 2 of the 11 errors. Actually, 6 errors. I was thinking of the stolen bases. The lights come on here at Frazier Field. Up and away for a ball. And that's the next step. They made this into an outstanding complex with both Manning Field and Frazier Field. Now they're going to fix the lights here. Punch right by the third base bag out in the left field. 2-out single by Barish. That's only the 4th hit in the game by both teams. English has 1. Somerville has 3. Noah Brown, the right fielder. And there they go running again. Easily into second base. "12 stolen bases. Everybody that's got on first base has stolen second, and a couple have stolen third. High for a ball. McGraw's done a nice job since coming in. This is his 3rd inning of work. Hasn't given up a hit. He struck out 3. Now he just gave up the base hit to Barish. And that's ball 4. That's the second walk he's given up. Extends the inning for Tommy Griffin, the second baseman, who reached on an error. It got him an RBI because the runner was scoring from third. They were going to easily score from third. They would have had to throw the runner out at first, but they misplayed the ball. And he came around to score. Last time up, he was called out on strikes. And we're going to visit out to the mound. And again, it has really chilled down. So they turned the lights on over at Manning Field, and the field is now empty. They're done over there. Corner, strike, good pitch, Figueroa. 2 in the same spot. 2 nice pitches by Figueroa. Quickly 0-2. The runners take off. Strike 3 called. Good job. So he gives up the hit and the walk, but they leave runners at first and second. He's got his 3rd shutout inning. Four strikeouts by Figueroa to go along with 2 walks. We'll move into the bottom half of the 5th. It'll be 8-9-1 for English as they got a little bit of a life. They're back into it, trailing now 5-3. And Griffin will start an inning for the first time. He came on in relief. Now Somerville has me confused because Colin Bourne, the pitcher, hit in the 5th inning. So I thought he went out and played a defensive spot and replaced somebody, but he didn't. Griffin came in to pitch. Unless they just... Bourne is now in the dugout, so I don't know how he could hit. I don't know why Griffin didn't hit, because they didn't use the DH. Figueroa hit a solid shot to left center field. And Barish made a nice running catch to take a hit away. Up and away for the ball. In for a strike, 1-2. Just hung inside. He thought about it and then held up, and it just missed inside. And the count evens at 2. Call 3rd strike on the corner. Good pitch. Referee's having a good night with that outside corner pitch for both teams. Kyle Furlong bounced out second to first his 1 trip. Swing and a miss. In for a strike, 1-2. High and tight. Evens the count at 2. Down and away. I don't know if Furlong thought he called that a strike. He took 2 running steps towards first base. So the payoff pitch up and coming. Hit in the right center field. Long run. Another nice play by Larkin. That's 2 great plays. That looked like extra bases for sure. Larkin made a great running catch over in right center field. So he takes extra bases away from Furlong. Gilmer Galva was the pitcher. He's now the center fielder. Takes it inside for a ball. He hit it well. Larkin took it away. May want his first great play in center field. And last time up, he struck out swinging. In for a strike, 1-1. In for a strike. Hit in the air to center field. Larkin backing up. Now he goes back in. And he makes the play. He's a very good outfielder. So he took that extra base hit away. And Griffin faces only 3 in the inning. We finished 5 here at Frazier Field. Somerville getting 5 in the first 2 innings. English getting 3 in the 4th, and that's it. Somerville 5, English 3 going into the 6th. Tommy Griffin, the second baseman, will lead it off. Missing for a ball. In for a strike. On the inside corner for a strike. Griffin has reached on an error and scored, getting an RBI. Last 2 times up, he struck out. Line shot, and I take it back. That was Robert Larkin. Griffin made the last out in the last inning. That's Larkin getting on base for the 3rd time, his first hit. He's had a big night. He's made 2 great catches in center field. He scored 2 runs. He walked and scored, reached an error and scored. He had extra bases taken away on a great play out in left field by Elijah Wallace. Now he lines it into right center field for a base hit. And we have to look to see them stealing second base. They've stolen 12. And now make it 13. It's just automatic. Almost like if you're at bat and you reach first, just go to second. Don't bother going to first. Make it easy. Ian Bourne grounded to second, singled and scored when he singled in a run and scored when he took the turn going to second base. They cut off the throw of the plate and threw it into right center field. He came around and scored. Last time up, he walked. And he's stolen 2 bases. So everybody that's reached. And now they throw it into center field. out at third base. Great play by Galva. They turned, they threw it into center field, and when Larkin realized it was there, he took off, and Galva threw a strike to Benson, who laid the tag down. Great play. Looked like they made another error. So instead of a runner at third and nobody out, it's nobody on with one out. What a great play by Galva. Got to it quickly and threw a strike to Benson. All he had to do was lay the glove down and tag Larkin. Down and in for a ball. I thought they were finished with lacrosse, but I guess they have a practice. It's not a game because I don't see any uniforms. I see a lot of different styles, if you will, in for a strike. So it must be, I don't know if it's St. Mary's girls practicing. But action going on at me in the field. Hit to center field. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to go all the way back to the fence. Around second easily. He can fly. In with a stand-up triple is Bourne. He didn't take any time getting to third base. He lined it to left center field and went all the way to the fence. By the time they got it back in, he was standing up at third. And Tucker Cayley will be the hitter. He's grounded a shot, popped to first, struck out swinging. Missing for a ball. Hit to third. They were going to go home, but they never play. Nice pick at first base by Galva. Cayley will get the RBI on the ground out. Benson looked like he might go home, but then realized he didn't have a play, so he made the out. So there's 2 outs with a run in. Adelino was the hitter. Down and in for a ball. I'm still going to have to wind up almost like it's free substitution. They're going to have to explain the rules to me. They did not have a DH. Colin Bourne, the pitcher, was replaced by Griffin. So in my way of thinking, Griffin would now be the number 5 hitter in the lineup for Somerville. But Bourne is the number 5 hitter, and Griffin is not hitting. I don't know how you do that. I thought for a minute Bourne went to play another position like Galva did. Galva went to play center field, so he stays in the batting order. But Bourne didn't stay in the game. He came out. And that's ball 4. So this is Bourne coming up. He has walked and struck out twice. So I don't understand how he can do this. I don't understand why Griffin is not hitting. You can't just insert a DH in the middle of the game. And there goes the runner. And there's another stolen base. He got a baker's dozen, 13. Furling went out to talk to the pitcher. He's talking to call the infielders in as well. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The lights have been on for a while. As it got really dark, overcast, and very cool. Very cold, actually. But the fans are still here. Not a lot of them. But not many have left. They call a balk. What Figueroa did was he went to the pause and then paused again. So he paused, started the windup, paused again, and they call a balk. January, the navigator.
Oh. Well, yeah, because you can get snacks, beer out of the concession box. The door's wide open. So I'll try to inbox Rich.
The base hit by Bourne. Knocks in another run. Graham Ross, the catcher, struck out, grounded to third, and hit a long fly ball to right field. That Calderon made a nice running catch on. We're going to get warm-up action again for English. In for a strike. So English got into that lead to make it 5-3. Now Somerville's added 2. Got 2 of those 3 back. Swing and a miss. And another stolen base. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So they finally get out of the inning. That time, Somerville gets the runs without any errors. There was a walk that scored. Three hits, the big triple by Bourne. That's Ian Bourne, the first baseman. They only had 3 hits coming into the inning. They got 3 hits in that inning. So it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for English in the bottom half of the 6th inning. I think he's got a little bit of a life with Somerville giving him those runs with 3 walks, and then the big hit, the big 2-out double by Benson, knocking in the 3 runs. And now Somerville has added 2 more, so it's 7-3 now. Jordan Hernandez struck out swinging. He drew the walk. He was the first player to reach for Somerville for English, drawing a walk with 1 out in the 6th. He scored the first of the runs on that 3-run double by Benson. Griffin will start his 2nd inning of work. He came in relief after Bourne gave up those 3 walks. Pitching down and in for a ball. On the inside corner for a strike. On the outside corner for a strike. I thought this was the last game, but there's another game coming up. The bus just pulled in. Team coming in. I don't know who it is or who they're playing. Foul tip. Ross holds on for strike 3. Henry Manzanillo has struck out twice. Once called, one swinging. Both of those were against Bourne. On the corner for a strike. Solid shot right to the 3rd baseman. English hasn't had too much luck. Second time they've lined out, once to the shortstop, once to the 3rd baseman. Yeah, another couple of big-time plays in center field by Larkin, another big-time play in left field by Barish. Gamaliel Calderon has struck out, walked, and scored. That team coming in was I guess it was the Somerville JV team. So there isn't another game after this. Missing inside. I don't know where if the JV team played the English JV team. I don't know where they played because you can't play at the middle because they're tearing it up. The only place you can play is down at Breed. Calderon draws a walk. with the exception of the 3-run double by Benson, the only base runners have been walks for the Bulldogs. Gilbert Galva, he was one of the ones that had a hit taken away. He hit a line shot that Adelino, the shortstop, picked over his shoulder, was going into left field. Hits it up the middle, and that's going to be an error. Adelino was in perfect position to make the play. He got there, had it, and just bobbled it. So Galva will reach on the error. English has a mini rally with 2 outs. Benson, the third baseman, struck out, and he hit that shot off the right field fence for a 3-run double. They get English a little bit of life, getting him back in the game 5-3, but Somerville added 2 more in the 6th, and that's where we are, 7-3. English with a walk and an error after 2 outs. Down and in for a ball. Hit foul back and out of play. Punch to third, slow roller. They make the play for the 3rd out. Nice play by Cayley, the 3rd baseman. So the walk in the error doesn't hurt. English is now down to their last 3 outs as they leave 2 on. And we finished 6. Somerville 7, English 3 with an inning left. 7, 8, and 9 for Somerville as we start the 7th inning. Max Barish reached on an error and scored. Reached on an error, singled. So he's run base 3 times and scored a run. That pitch bounces to the backstop. Elijah Wallace is the new pitcher as Figueroa goes 4. Gives up the 2 runs. 4 hits. Struck out 5 and walked 3. And Parrish throws a walk. Noah Brown, the right fielder, is the hitter. He struck out, grounded to short, and walked. And here goes the runner to second base with the stolen base automatic. 15 stolen bases by Somerville. Just automatic. Go to first, steal second. And a few of them were stolen third. A couple threatened to steal home. Missing in for a ball. Missing again. Huge jump at second base. Easily steals third. I believe it's Wilfredo Perez out in left field. Wallace started as the center fielder, went to left field. So he's in his third position in this game. Swing and a miss to get the strikeout. One away for Tommy Griffin. Reached on error and scored. Struck out and struck out. Facing Wallace for the first time. Hit foul to the backstop. Hit foul to the backstop. Quickly 0-2. High for a ball. Hit to right field, it's going to drop for a base hit. Just a little flare. Made it to the outfield turf. So the walk and the 2 stolen bases. Now the hit gives Somerville another run. It's now 8-3. And here goes the runner again. Haven't come close to throwing anybody out at second base. In for a strike. This is Robert Larkin. He walked and scored, reached on error and scored, had extra bases taken away on a great play by Wallace out in left field. and then got a base hit. And he was the one that, after he stole second, they threw it to second. He threw it into center field. He was on his way to third, and Galva, the center fielder, threw a perfect strike to Benson. He threw him out at third base. In for a strike. He's made a couple of really nice plays in right field, covering a lot of ground. Swing and a miss. Two strikeouts in the inning for Wallace. Ian Bourne grounded to second, singled in a run and scored when they cut off the throw and threw it in the right center field. He kept going, scored on the error. He walked. Last time up, he tripled to left center field and scored. So he's 2 for 3, scoring 2 and knocking in a run. Foul tip held on to by Furlong. Hit the second base. They got to hurry. They just got him at first. And if they didn't get him, the runner was coming around second and was going to score. So Somerville gets another run, again with a walk. 16 stolen bases in the game for Somerville. Seven base hits. Five walks and a couple of errors. And it's 8-3, and English is down to their last 3 outs. And it'll be the bottom 3 in the order. And I'm fouled up again because Wallace is still in the game. He's the pitcher. He is due to be the leadoff hitter. And it's going to be Figueroa hitting. And I thought he went in to play left field. I'm going to have to catch up on how to keep score of these games. Griffin on the mound, trying to nail it down for Bourne, who went the first 3. Bourne was relieved. First time we've seen a pitcher relieved pitching a no-hitter. I think it was Rodriguez who went back in to play left field because he's on deck. And so it will be Wilfredo Perez will be hitting for Wallace. Swing and a miss. In for a strike. Curveball just missed. It broke late. And he got hit. Rodriguez never got to hit. He was the starting left fielder. And he made a pitching change, and Rodriguez came in. Figueroa came in to pitch. And Galva went out. The starting pitcher went to the outfield, so Rodriguez went to the bench. He's now back in the game, which I understand that sequence. Replaced the player that replaced you. I just don't know how Griffin can be on the mound pitching and not hitting. Swing and a miss. Griffin comes in and replaces Bourne. They don't have a DH. Bourne leaves the game, and Bourne hits. They create a DH halfway through the game. Swing and a miss. Eleven strikeouts for Somerville pitching, and Elian Pena will hit for Furlong. Fishing down the way for a ball. Fishing again, 2-0. Some of the Brave fans have sat through this entire game. It has been cold. It dropped considerably. Ooh, off-speed curveball drops in. It was very nice. Very nice weather with the sun. A little bit warm when the game started. And as it keeps getting later, it keeps getting colder. Missing inside. Guillermo Galva. Gilma Galva on deck. And that's ball 4. So 2 on for Galva. He had a hit taken away. Larkin made one of his 2 big plays in the outfield, taking extra bases away from Galva. He struck out, and then Larkin did it again, making a nice play off a shot by Galva. Breaks late inside for a ball. Missing wide for a ball. In for a strike. Hit in the air. Coming in, going back. What a play by the shortstop. Left fielder started back. He lost it in the lights, I think. And Adelino, the shortstop, went well out into left field, reached over his shoulder and took that away. That's second time. Adelino took a line shot away from Gilbert Galva. Now he takes a hit away from Gilmer Galva. That was just a little flare. The left fielder started back. I think he lost it in the lights. But Adelino never gave up. He went out well out into left field. Over the shoulder, made a great running catch. In for a strike. Jordan Hernandez has struck out, walked and scored, struck out. Last minute, he took a shot. It was by him by the time he swung. And English is down to their last strike. High for a ball. Down and in for a ball. English just, they've had opportunities. They had a line shot to the third baseman. The shortstop we mentioned took two great plays to take hits away. The center fielder has taken a couple away. The left fielder took one away. So it could very easily be a different game. This is for ball 4. And for the second time in the game, English have the bases loaded. This time with 2 outs. Last time with 2 outs, Benson got a double, knocking in 3 runs. This is Kendry Manzanillo. Struck out twice, and he hit a line shot off the third baseman. English scores a run on the wild pitch. Perez coming in to score. Solid shot, got out in front just enough to pull it foul. And the second hit batsman in the inning prolongs the inning. And all of a sudden, English has the tying run at home plate with 2 outs, trailing 8-4. They have the bases loaded and 2 outs. They've scored a run, they've loaded the bases, and they don't have a base hit. Two hit batsmen, 2 walks to go with the wild pitch. Camille Calderon will be the hitter. He struck out, walked twice. He scored a run. And it's going to be the other half for the Bourne family. Ian Bourne. Is the pitcher. In for a strike. English still only has one base hit. That was the 3 RBI double by Benson. Low for a ball. Solid shot to right field. Out of the ballpark. It's a home run. And it ties the game. Only the second hit. And we're tied at 8. We could go extra innings. English is tied it up. A 4-run blast by Calderon over the right center field fence close to the flagpole. In for a strike. Fishing for a ball. Swing and a miss. Calver has lined out, had a hit taken away by the shortstop. Adelino, how big is that play by Adelino now in this inning? He walked and scored and reached on an error. That one bounced in the turf. And who would have thunk this? Somerville leading 8-3. English with only 2 hits in the game. And they tie it up at 8. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So we couldn't get it done in 7 innings. We're going to go into the 8th inning as the score now is 8-8. Somerville and English going into overtime. Tucker Caley will lead off the 8th inning. Nobody could have ever guessed this. 8-3. English scores 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th with 1 base hit. It was a big hit, a bases loaded home run. But 2 hit batsmen, 2 walks, and then bang, the home run. And all of a sudden we're into the 8th inning. And Wilfredo Perez is yet another pitcher for the Bulldogs. Wide for ball 2. Somerville with 16 stolen bases. Missing for ball 3. And that's ball 4. It goes to the backstop. And he's not going to go to second, but he probably will be on the first pitch. So another walk. Preston Adelino's made a couple of outstanding plays at shortstop. There goes the stolen base. Adelino was reached on error, singled, grounded out to short, walked and scored. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Hits haven't been that huge for Somerville. Errors, stolen bases, putting him in position to score. Swung and a miss. It got by the catcher. The hitter's going to reach, and the runner's going to go to third. So instead of an out and a runner at second, it's no outs with runners at first and third. And again, I still don't understand how Colin Bourne is hitting. He's walked, struck out twice. Last time up, he got a base hit and knocked in a run. And here's another stolen base. He was a starting pitcher. They don't have a DH. He didn't stay in the game. He went to the bench. He just comes off the bench now to hit. And Griffin, who came in and replaced him on the mound, never got to hit. So it's almost like free substitution. So second and third here for Somerville in the top of the 8th inning after English couldn't do anything. Got 5 in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Calderon with a big grand slam home run to tie the game up. Lined in the center field for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. Bourne's got a base hit, his second RBI. And Somerville has broken the tie with a walk, a strikeout that reached, and now a base hit. Graham Ross has struck out, grounded out, flied out, struck out. And here's the stolen base. Nice stop by Furlong. So it's second and third again with nobody out, as Somerville has broken the tie. Hangs high for a ball. So, English has used Galva. They've used Figueroa. They use Wallace. Now it's Perez on the mound. Way inside, that loads the bases. Max Barish, reached on error and scored. Reached on error, singled, walked, and scored. So he's been on base 4 times. Scored 2. We're going to get a change on the mound. So English erupted for 5 in the bottom of the 7th, ascending into extra innings. And now Somerville is trying to put it away. They thought they had it wrapped up going into the 7th. They're trying to pull it away here in the 8th. I believe this is Manzanillo. So up and down, back and forth. English still only has 2 hits. One of them a grand slam. The other one, a double that knocked in 3. So 7 of the 8 runs knocked in with the 2 hits. The other one scored on a pass ball just before the home run. So nobody out, a walk, a strikeout that reached when it got off the catcher's glove to the backstop, a single for an RBI, and another walk, and we got the bases loaded, nobody out and a run in. So here we go. Tough situation for Henry Manzanillo coming in, the bases loaded, nobody out, 8th inning. Max Barish, the first hitter he faces. Swing and a miss. In for a strike, good pitch on the corner. High and away for a ball. Hit foul back. Nice stop by Furley on the pitch down and away. And it's ball 4. That brings in a run. Three walks and a strikeout that reached off the catcher in this inning. Swing and a miss. Noah Brown struck out, grounded out, walked and struck out. High in the air, Furlong drifting back, has room, can't make the play. It's one of those places where you hit a foul ball, it seems like it's going to go all the way back to the backstop and then kind of drifts back towards home plate. And Furlong kind of overran it. So Brown gets a life. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's the first out of the inning. Tommy Griffin reached on an error and scored. Struck out, called on strikes his last 2 times up. And then he blooped one into right field just to the edge of the turf, outfield turf, for a base hit, knocked in a run. And it was huge. It was the 8th run. And if he didn't get that, the home run by Calderon would have been a winning grand slam. So he knocked in the run that made it 8-3. And then English tied it up at 8. And now Somerville trying to put it away here. They get 2 runs in with the bases loaded and 1 out. In for a strike. Missing for ball 4. So 2 runs walk in. After the RBI single, knocked in 1. Top of the order, Robert Larkin. He's the 8th hitter in the inning. High and tight for a ball. Another late practice over at Manning Field for lacrosse. In for a strike. One hit in the inning, but 4 walks, 2 of them with the bases loaded. The strikeout that reached And then the one base hit by Colin Bourne. Way up, almost went to the backstop. Nice job by Furlong to go up and get that one. Hit high in the air to the infield fly rule. Hitter is out as Santana makes the play. Two away here in the eighth. Ian Bourne grounded out, singled in a run, and scored. Walked, tripled and scored. Grounded out second and first. High and tight for a ball. So he's 2 for 4. Scored 2 and knocked in a run. In for a strike. Missing for a ball. Swing and a miss. So deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Our first extra inning game of the season. Hit in the air, off to the right side. They're going to run out of real estate as Galva runs into the fence trying to make the play. Goes into that grassy knoll behind first base. And we'll do it again at 2-2. High for ball 3. Base runners will be off and running. And that's ball 4. They've got 4 runs, and 3 of them have walked in with the bases loaded. Hit foul back. They batted around. Tucker Cayley led off this inning, drawing a walk and scoring the first run. It goes to the backstop. So 5 runs in. 3 of them are scored on walks, 1 on the wild pitch. Drops on the inside corner for a strike. Everybody stepping off, stepping out. I stopped by Furlong again on the pitch, down and away. Down and away for a ball. Foul to the backstop. Just get a piece and stays alive. Foul back again. That's another walk. The beat goes on. 6 walks in the inning. And a strikeout that reached. 1 base hit. High and tight for a ball. Somerville, I don't remember ever seeing a game like this ever, and I've been doing this for a very long time. Somerville has stolen 20 bases in for a strike. English has got 8 runs and they only have 2 base hits. English gave away runs. Somerville gave some of them back. And now English is giving them back. A wild pitch is going to score another run. They had 8 runs through 7 innings. They've got 7 runs in this 8th inning. Certainly a most bizarre baseball game. Way high and tight. English has used a lot of pitches. And they've given Somerville a lot of base runners. And they haven't been helped by their defense either. And we finally get out of the inning. 7 runs on 1 base hit. 11 hitters go to the plate. So English down to the last 3 outs as we move into the bottom half of the 7th. Somerville easily breaks the tie, getting 7 in the top of the 8th. English will bat in the bottom of the 8th. Terrell Benson had a big 3 RBI double, emptied the bases, got English within 5-3 way back when, pops it up. Second baseman Griffin makes the play. Wilfredo Perez has been up once, got hit by a pitch and scored a run. He was part of that 5-run inning when English tied it up in the 7th. Machine wide for a ball. These baseball games usually take about 2 hours. This one is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Waved at that pitch. That was already in the catcher's glove when he swung at that one. Oh, it's been a bizarre game. The fans that have stayed and fought their way through this, and the players and any umpires will surely remember this one. And it doesn't come during the warm temperatures, it comes through the ice cold. So a tough way for English to start the season, giving up 15 runs, 7 of them here in the 8th inning. Solid shot. He got out in front of that one and hit it a ton and pulled it foul down in the bullpen area in left field. Got all of that one. Good ball. He backed away and it broke in for strike 3. English now their last out. Julian Rodriguez will be the hitter. He's been up once, struck out swinging. He started in left field, never got a chance to hit when they changed pitches, and then came on late on the corner for a strike. Down the way for a ball. Line to right field, right there to make the play. So English goes 1, 2, 3 in the 8th, and that'll do it. And this over 3-hour game has finally come to a close as Somerville puts 7 on the board in the top of the 8th. Somerville got 5 runs in the first 2 innings, 4 in the second inning. English made 4 errors in the second inning. 1 base hit, knocked in 1 of the runs, Everything else was errors. English made it 5-3 in the fourth inning. Somerville tried to give it back. 3 walks, loaded the bases, and Jariel Benson lined a double off the fence in right field to make it 5-3. Somerville added 2. They finally got some extra base hits, a triple, an RBI, single, a ground out RBI, made it 8-3 going in, and then a bizarre 7th inning. English got 1 hit in the inning. They got a walk, a hit batsman. They got a hit batsman, a walk, a hit batsman, and then a grand slam by Gamaliel Calderon after a pass ball made it 8-8. They tied it up and put it into extra innings. And in the 8th inning, a bizarre inning, Somerville got 1 base hit, an RBI single by Bourne, who was the starting pitcher. That was it. 6 walks and a strikeout that reached, and Somerville scored 7 runs, made it 15-8. English went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Somerville will go to 2-0. English will try to regroup as they lose their first game of the season. So Somerville, with going into extra innings, 7 runs on 1 base hit, and they win it in extra innings, 15-8 over the Bulldogs. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.